Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. This is a Kickstarter, and apparently this goes up today. These arrived to me last night, so I'm gonna do my best to either have them up today, which in my time is May 5th, or at the latest tomorrow. It really depends on what's on the schedule, but I'll do my best to have it up because there's apparently a 48-hour super early bird something or other. I honestly don't know. This is just an unboxing and first impressions, and I want to let people know who are interested in this knife because there's a way to save money on it early on with the Kickstarter. This is a Kickstarter, so you're going to have to wait for a bit. I don't know how long. I'm just going to open these up and give you guys my thoughts, but currently Artisan Cutlery has a super early bird special if you're watching this on the 5th or the 6th, depending on when I uploaded it. Thanks to Artisan Cutlery for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure that your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. I'm not sure which are which, so I'm gonna try and sort these by which ones feel the heaviest. These two definitely feel the heaviest. I think this one feels about the same. This one feels the lightest, so I guess we'll start with this one. But there's probably gonna be, these are tiered, so there's probably going to be like the standard, like the entry-level one, and then there's going to be like a better one, and then there's going to be like a super-duper Ding-Dong 9000 Super Mirror Ultra Phoenix Edition or something like that, which is fine. So, the name of this one right here, here's the name of it. I don't know anything about the designer at the moment because, again, we're not reviewing things. We don't review things that we've just pulled out of the package for the first time because that would be insane. We simply give our first impressions here. This is going to be your most basic one. And do we have, please? Yes, a button-operated top liner lock. Thank God. Thank you, Artisan Cutlery. Thank you so much for doing that. That makes me very, very happy. Of course, we have to... Good job. Good job. Just you guys, this is your first one? Good job. That's cool stuff. Who did this? The duck. I remember seeing the duck with his Farfetch'd D. I know that Pokemon. Farfetch'd D. That's how I said it when I was a kid. People go, it's Farfetch'd. You're supposed to pronounce it Farfetch'd. Shut up. It's Farfetch'd D. That's how I say it. All right. Anyways, the duck with the onion. Looks like we got... Ooh, what's that? Does that say S90? Ooh, let's zoom in. Well, no, we don't have to. I can see it right there. S90V. So we got G10 and S90V. Probably a pretty darn good price tag on that one. But most importantly, button-operated top liner lock from Artisan Cutlery, who should be able to cut us some pretty awesome price tags on that. We have heavy. We have maybe about the same... One of these is going to be like full titanium Damascus, and like I just feel like that's going to be the case. So I'm going to try. I might have to cheat a little bit and peek. So if it ends up looking like maybe that's it, then I'm going to, you know, save that one for last. What do we have here? Okay, so here we go. So we got one in, it looks like basic titanium. Oh, no. We have special. We have special jungle material. Yes. Ooh, from the jungle. Okay, we got, actually, this is kind of like, almost like emerald green carbon fiber. I appreciate that. It looks really cool like that. Nice consistency with their top liner lock. The tension and depression feels exactly the depression of the button. I'm not saying that as you deploy this, it causes a feeling of depression. No. Pushing the button feels exactly the same here. The only thing that feels different is the weight. Did we have a little bit of a singing blade there? Something. Hold on. Oh, I heard it. Yeah. Something in there. Probably their locking system. That's cool. Okay, this one. These both feel pretty heavy. So I'm gonna peek. Yes, I will give away all of these probably except for one. So yeah, you can expect that. So let's I need to just give a little peek. Okay, cool. So we have one here in all black. Oh, in red, we have the magma carbon fiber here. Now, I don't know what this is. You'll have to read on their website if this is DLC. It doesn't look like DLC to me. It looks like some type of PVD coating, but whatever, right? Artisan Cutlery definitely needs to get on that DLC train if this is not the case. I mean, if this is the case, if this actually is DLC, then great, but I don't think so. I'm just happy to see them doing a button-operated top liner lock. And then finally, I think maybe I accidentally chose these in the right order, unless they did not send me a super duper crazy Omega Special Boy this time, which is fine. It's fine. I don't have to always get the special one. What do we got here? What do we got? We have another black washed one. Oh, but it's just all black washed titanium. Okay, all right, that's fine. Solid black. Oh, the pocket clip went right through the bag there. Come on now. Come on, little guy. Come on out there. There we go. All right, so solid black washed titanium and a black washed blade. Same thing. Something that is nice between all of these are not plunge locks, right? If you're new and you hear all these YouTubers kind of talking about the same thing, oh, another plunge lock. Oh, we need to get rid of the button locks, right? What they're referring to very specifically is on a non-automatic knife. Somebody asked me the other day, what do you expect ProTech to do? That's a plunge lock, but it's also backed up by the tension of the coil spring, which is really helping hold that lock in place. But anyways, your manually operated plunge locks, where the cylinder itself, the cylinder of the button, is actually the locking surface. This has proven to be less reliable than many of the most common and sort of like most standard locking systems out there. Sometimes they're okay, like Civivi does a good button lock. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they can be really bad. A button-operated top liner lock or top frame lock or compression lock has engagement behind a lock face, so still reliant on lock bar tension and proper geometry, but because of the positioning of the lock, it usually, when done correctly, takes more to disengage versus a standard plunge lock or liner lock. This operates with a button, but it is not what people are referring to when they say button lock, because the button is manipulating a liner versus a standard plunge lock that is simply the lock itself, right? And do I have an example of this somewhere? Surely I usually do. Where's the white one? There's usually a pyrite up here that I use, but for some reason it has gone away. It's away. It's no longer here. There it is. This is a plunge lock, and you can see right here. That cylinder is the lock face. It's fine, but this is an actual liner. You can see the liner comes out here, right? Same feeling of operation, smoother though, better release because the detent that you're breaking here is not that cylinder releasing from its little carved slot in the blade. It's a detent ball that's releasing from the detent ball hole, which always feels better, objectively better. So pretty cool. The profile is going to be a little polarizing, right? I mean, whether you like the blade or you don't like the blade, I mean, like that's going to be up to everybody's individual tastes. But what's cool, the takeaway here is that Artisan Cutlery can now, at least with their first one, I am going to continue to give, like if they continue to release models with these types of locking systems, I will test them. And to Artisan Cutlery, if you're watching this and you're at the end of this video, something that I find to be extremely important with button-operated top liners or compression locks is getting that lock bar tension dialed in. You can't go with light tension on these because then you're way too reliant on perfect geometry, and what you really should be doing is just beefing up that lock bar tension a little bit and still going with some top tier, obviously top tier lock face geometry, right? That button is very easy to press, and it's very easy to overcome additional tension, even higher tension than what you've got here. I say this because Kaiser seems to be either hitting it or missing it, and the reason that their locks in some cases disengage their similar locking systems, I believe, is due to poor lock bar tension. But I mean, I'm not a professional, that's just my insight there. But it's neat that you guys got your first one going really well, and I would expect the prices on these to be really, really good. So yeah, anyways, expect to see these all in a giveaway down the road. I will review this product, but you guys will see all of these in a giveaway on my live streams, which are usually Friday evenings at during the summer 8:30 p.m. CDT. During the winter it's CST, but during the summer CDT. So that's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure. The thing is gone. Please make sure. Oh, there it is. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.